Okay, I'm Justin Tomlin. I'm from Statesville, North Carolina. For those of y'all who don't know what that is, or where that is, what that is, well, obviously it's a city. But where that is, it's above Charlotte, obviously in North Carolina. And today I'm going to be talking about the potential for a possible snow event, is what I'm calling it, for the eastern half of the U.S. next week. And so let's go ahead and dive right into the modeling. I'll be talking some about the different types of models, the North Atlantic Oscillation, and why that's discouraging for snow fans. Kind of, in a way. Just hang with me. And some different types of forecasts that I've been hearing. But let's go ahead. I'll go ahead and show you the European 12Z that came out this afternoon that I don't necessarily like to look at. But there's pretty much nothing there. Maybe a little precip on Tuesday, but other than that, nothing. And it's not a low pressure system at all, really, if you look over here to this top right quadrant. There's no low pressure system, so it would just be some rain around. But let's take you back to the 0Z, which is a more exciting run, and it shows you there's a system developing in the Gulf, as you can see here and here, and there's a system, and that same system travels up through Florida, through the Panhandle, up the eastern seaboard, and that's what you want to see for a snowstorm around North Carolina. And the lows just a little bit far off the coast for high snowfall for Statesville. But where it is right now on this run, if you take just this run, then that would be, anywhere, because it's coming out of the Gulf. So northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, northern Georgia, northern South Carolina, and southern North Carolina. Those would be the places to get the most snow. So areas south of Statesville would end up with the most snow. The ensembles, I tried to get these up, but I just couldn't. The ensembles that I were wanting to show you that I could not find, but I looked at them this morning, so I might have to go back through my history to find them. Couldn't find the site, Googled it and everything, and I just could not find the site that had them. But, okay, weather alert, okay. Anyways, but that's the European, and that is showing a snowstorm. And then, let's go on, I'll show you the GFS. GFS, there's not much to show you. What I'm really showing you is the lack of moisture on here. If I can get it to load. My computer doesn't like the GFS for some reason, so it doesn't let me pull it up most of the time, which in this case isn't a bad thing. But now, there we go, second try. Wednesday, nothing at all. Take you back, let's see, what's that, Wednesday, a little bit earlier on in the day, Wednesday, nothing. It's just limited, and it's pushing all the moisture off to the south. With the GFS, through my experience of following the GFS, there's generally a northern trend. If you have a low pressure system developing and it shows no moisture for North Carolina because it's too far south, it generally starts to trend northerly, and then maybe even gets so far north that we don't end up with anything because it's farther north opposed to the south that it originally came out with. But we'll just have to see, and I don't know if I mentioned this on this video, because I cut another video, but I didn't like it, so I deleted it. But this one right now is the one I'm going to post. But these models, you can't really trust them right now because we're still dealing with the powerhouse storm system that is right now over North Carolina and pretty much the whole eastern seaboard, the severe weather outbreak. Today's date is November the 30th, 2010. And so that's the system that the modeling's still dealing with, and after we get that one out, so by tomorrow afternoon into Thursday will be a much better day to trust the modeling and see what it says then. But here was some GFS extended output, and it's showing, that we could have snow next Wednesday. Even the GFS says it somewhere, which I've yet to find the actual map that shows this, but it says it right here. that's Tuesday evening into Wednesday, and that's as far as it goes out. But the NAO, that's another thing. The NAO is really negative right now, and if it continued to be negative, then I would say, yeah, it's a better chance for the storm, but it's not going to continue to be so steadily negative. Here's the map right now, and that's where we're at right now, is about 2.5 to 3 degrees below average, and it's going to pretty much, let's see, yeah, there we go. Here's about the 8th, and we're going to be only about -1. We'll see. This generally plays out fairly well because they got the tanking pretty much dead on. But there's the 8th, and we're still negative, so that's a good thing. But with it not being so strong, you can't get the blocking that you need to produce the big storms. So I'm a little hesitant about the storm next week as of now. But here's a blog that I've been following. It talks about the negative North Atlantic oscillation, like I've been talking about, although possibly weaker, like I just said. And it's talking about how one model indicates that the cold air will be out of here by about the 20th of December, and talks about how on the GFS and European that it sticks around for much in December. Here's a new place a new weather forecasting site that I've been following, and I've yet to see them forecast snow, and there it is today, so that's a little bit encouraging. 53% chance of snow. I don't know how accurate this site is. I know it's a pretty good site and telecast, and I'm pretty sure I checked on it about a year ago, and you had to pay to be a member of it. I might be wrong on that. But yeah, so it's kind of encouraging to see that, and I know some other like Weather Channel's got snow forecast for us next Wednesday, and none of the local ones have it yet. That'll probably change as we go through the day tomorrow if modeling goes back. AccuWeather had something about it today. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Or maybe that was yesterday. Maybe this afternoon it wasn't, but this morning it was. That sounds right. But yeah, so it's encouraging to see that and see that somebody else is talking about this other than me. I know a lot of people, it's been a lot of talk about it on AccuWeather.com. The two meteorologists that I follow from News 14 Carolina, they've been talking about it, one more than the other. But everybody's just focused on the severe weather outbreak that could potentially play out tonight in North Carolina, and that's what they're worried about right now. So tomorrow will be a much better day for looking into the potential for snow next week. Right now, I give it about, since the modeling, like if you would have asked me at noon today, I would have said give it a 40% chance of playing out, which is extremely high for this early in the game. But right now, I'd give about a 20% chance that we see snow next week. We'll just have to see what the models say in the morning, and I will probably post another video tomorrow. I'm on Facebook if you want to look me up. My real name, Justin Tomlin. I'm on YouTube, JTomlinWX. I've got my winter outlook posted up there. If you want to check that out, you can, and I talk about pretty much the whole winter on there. But that's about it for now. Alright, well, have a good night or day or whenever you see this, and I'll see y'all later.